So I actually don't know if you can hear me that well. It's quite windy, but I'm filming outside now because I hate filming in public, and I'm looking around for other people, but I'm all alone, so I'm lucky. And I'm currently leaning against a tree that has probably been pissed on by 1,000 dogs, but it's fine. So today I wanted to talk about a quote from David Goggins that says, don't die like this. And he said that to himself on a run when he was about 300 pounds. And when I heard that for the first time, it really hit home, because it's almost like you're making a promise to yourself to just not die weak. It's that self-realization that whatever you're currently doing is so far from what you need to be, or what you need to do. And the thought dawned on me, and that the people that can say stuff like that to themselves, that can say, don't die like this, I need to do better, and shit like that, they're the ones that will inevitably do better. Because I have a feeling that half the human population has deluded themselves so much that they don't actually see their current life as a problem. That being mediocre, maybe even below average, is okay. And I'm not saying, and I don't know if it's not okay, right? That's subjective. But they've almost deluded themselves into a state of comfort that they will never leave, because they just don't see their potential. I truly believe everyone has the potential to be great in their own way. Now, being great, I think, is subjective, but the one thing we can agree on is, to be great, you need to be the best version of yourself. And there's so many people that I talk to, even my friends, that just don't feel like they can do better, or they need to do better. And speaking from like myself, looking at them externally, I don't see a future for them, like where they're currently going, with their current identity and who they think they are, and what they do. And it's sad. It's like they've avoided it so much that it's now buried so deep down that they just can't bring it up. And I think one of the reasons that is for some people, it's that they had so little faith in their own ability that they immediately threw away the idea that they could actually become something better. And that's sad. And that could be for many reasons. Maybe in their childhood their parents weren't supportive at all, or never affirmative. But I'm truly grateful that I'm suffering right now, because the people that suffer are the ones that get to live nicely in the end, that get to know themselves. I couldn't imagine living inside a body that I don't even know. Like, not knowing yourself is one of the worst feelings that I could imagine, because I've been there. And it's just, there was nowhere to retreat to. There was, if you don't have yourself, you have nothing. Like, that's all you have at the end of the day. If you have nothing, you have yourself. If you don't have yourself, then I don't know. And people that don't have a sense of self, and I know someone like this. Now, there's two ways I could look at this. Is that if someone is really consistently the same, no matter what situation they're in, I either feel like they've got their shit together to a point that they know themselves really well and they know how to conduct themselves. But at my age, most likely, if that's a cool bike, if they're consistently the same person in any situation, I feel like that's a facade. That's not the real them. Because, for example, me, and I'm very comfortable with myself right now, I act differently in many situations. I mean, me in a math class is so different from me in the gym. Me in the gym is so different from me out with friends. There's just, every situation I'm in, it's almost like I'm a different person. Now, the second perspective is, I don't know if that makes me the problem, and I don't know myself that well. It's things that I need to think about, and maybe you need to think about. it's really weird how the human mind works. And I'm so grateful for this awareness that I've worked for. I wasn't given this awareness. I started out feeling like shit, but instead of hopping on copious amounts of antidepressants, I did hop on antidepressants, but not to the point where it numbed me. I used that as a crutch to give myself a solid foundation and base to try do better. So back to the quote of "Don't die like this." Whatever you are currently, I'm speaking like this is almost objective. With the current demographic, like I think 90% of my viewers are 17 to 24 years old. You are nowhere near where you need to be. None of us are. And the sooner you feel that stress, that anxiety, and sure, you could call it overthinking, but if overthinking comes from an identity issue that you've found, I don't think that's overthinking. I think that's realization and bringing up deep emotions that you've pushed down there because it made you feel this way. So feel shit about yourself and fix it. So that's what I'm doing. And my life for the last 20 days has been consistently getting better and worse at the same time. I mean, that is in the work has been getting more, the stress has been higher, but I feel accomplished. I feel proud of myself. There's no uncertainty in my ability. That's another cool bike. The minute you feel uncertainty in your own actions and your own thoughts, then you have a problem that needs to be fixed ASAP. And if you look at a YouTuber, if any of you have been in like the business, trying to start a business, and SMMA for example, if you guys have watched Charlie Morgan, I find it funny that he has a course. I bought his course, and it's for SMMA, but all his videos are about becoming a different person, not a better person, a different person. You need to build out an identity that coincides in running a business. And I think he may genuinely be one of the smartest people, underratedly smartest people I've ever watched and listened to and talked to, because he realizes that if you want to run a business, you need to be someone that can run a business. If you want to be a boxer, you need to be someone that can be a boxer. You can put on the gloves, you can get in the ring, but if you're not the person to box, you won't box. You'll throw a couple punches, you'll do something, but you won't box. You're not a person that can run a business. You'll get in, you'll put in some systems, and maybe you'll get a client, but nothing really tangible. And that was kind of a shitty explanation. But that's pretty much it for me. I mean, today was a fucking shitty ass day. I did 2 hours of maths, and I went to gym, and I'm gonna be completely honest. Someone that I knew there had vape. I had some vape before I went to gym. Not a lot, but when I walked into the gym, I felt shaky. Everything was not nice, and I just said, "Shit, it's gonna be a shit fucking session," and it was. But I don't think I've ever worked so hard, and it was a leg day. I turned all that negative emotion into one of the best experiences I've had in terms of growth in the gym. Be uncomfortable. That's all I can say. Not because you can't be uncomfortable the whole time unless you're forced to be put in that situation. If you're looking for discomfort, you give yourself the opportunity to also relax, because otherwise you will find burnout. Because then the question of why am I doing this does come into play, and it does easily become excusable. Because if you're not enjoying yourself at all, you can easily say, what's the point? I'm improving myself, but I'm not feeling good while doing it at all, and you get burnt out. So that's what I'm doing currently, and this has been a crazy waffle video. I don't feel like making this video at all. I didn't feel like walking out here. at all, and I don't even know if you could hear me. But yeah, it's been a beautiful evening, and yeah, cheers guys.